Hey, I'm Josh from Vacuums R Us in Colorado, and today I have the express pleasure of introducing you to Riccar's latest product, the Riccar Spirit. This machine is modeled after the Riccar Vibrance line, which they manufactured for decades. They perfected it, and they briefly discontinued that line and are now bringing back this version. The biggest thing about these machines is we get what we expect for longevity and durability from Riccar's traditional Vibrance product line. I mean, I see these all the time coming in for service at 20 years old, and they're still running, they're still rocking. So I'm really excited to see a machine at this low to mid-level price point that we can expect this kind of longevity out of. I've been talking about keeping machines out of landfills for years now, and this is going to really help us put less vacuum cleaners in landfills. So again, this is built on the Riccar Vibrance line, a really mature product line, and we see a lot of the very basic features that are just what you would expect to see from a vacuum cleaner that was designed by a vacuum cleaner company. So I'll start at the top. And this might seem super obvious, but it's clearly not super obvious because all vacuums don't have this feature. The power switch is at the handle. Doesn't seem like a big deal until you have a vacuum cleaner where the power switch is off to the side and you're doing the limbo to try to kick it and turn the vacuum on. But the power switch is very simply at the handle. You have a large foot pedal here, which is your recline lock. So the machine comes back, you turn it on, and we're vacuuming, right? We also have a full bag indicator on the side right here. As your bag fills up, once you've lost airflow and you need to replace the bag, that indicator will turn red. Your high filtration bag in here. This is an A-type bag. This bag has been used by Riccar and any of their various other brands. It is one of the easiest high filtration vacuum bags to acquire. Every single vacuum store has these in stock. You can readily order them from us or any number of other vendors. The bag comes out super easily. It's very simple. You just pop it out. You put on a new bag right there. So with this Riccar, they actually have standard a HEPA filter for the exhaust in the front of the machine. They come standard with their high filtration bags that are fabric based. They're like a HEPA filtration material, and then they have this as a secondary filter standard in the machine as well. So one thing I like on this machine, in the past, many of the Vibrants had the option to turn the brush roller off. This does not. If you've seen some of my repair videos, that is a high failure device. They had a lot of issues with that. They've removed it entirely. The downside to that, these machines do not do great on bare floor. They're a great machine on carpets. There's a lot of different carpet heights that they'll work very well on because they're automatic adjusting, but they're not going to do great on your bare floor. So if you have a home that has extensive bare floor, or you're looking at cleaning bare floor, then there are some other Riccar products that are going to work better. Maybe look at the R25 series, which does really, really well. And if you're looking for the highest performing vacuum that Riccar has to offer, then you can look at their Tandem Air R30 and R40. So now we're going to look at the business end of the vacuum cleaner where the work actually gets done underneath. And what we find, and I was so happy they did this, is they're using their traditional large metal brush roller. I love these things for pet hair. They're very large around. The larger around your brush roller is, the less inclined it's going to be to wrap hair. So when you start getting a big buildup of hair, you're going to find that happens a lot faster on smaller round brush rollers. Additionally, metal brush rollers just simply have the tendency to be less inclined to wrap hair. Basic maintenance on these is super easy. They do have a rubber stretch belt. We recommend in Colorado, because of how dry it is, on high performance machines like this, that the belt get replaced at least every 6 months. They stretch rapidly, but it's super easy. There's one large Phillips head. That pops out, and then you have two tabs. Your base plate will come out, and then your belt is easily accessed here. Again, this belt is a really common belt size. Any vacuum dealer is going to have it. They're super easy to come by. We install belts for free if you buy them here. It's like, I don't know, they're like $6 or something. A lot of other dealers do that or charge a nominal fee if you want them to do it for you. While we're down here, I want to point out, so on machines like this, I mentioned before, we're seeing machines of this class, of this series that are 20 years old. So we do expect a long life. The brushes on these machines are a wear item. They go through a lot of work. They wear out eventually and they need to be replaced. The nice thing about the design of these metal brush rollers is that you don't have to replace the entire roller when it wears out. You just simply replace these little strips right here. You slide those out and replace those. And it's much more cost effective the machines where you have to replace an entire brush. The machine comes standard with several standard tools that you use constantly. The wand that's on board right here extends, so you get some pretty good reach on here. The hose is plenty long enough to get most anything done. On the back we have an upholstery tool which has a natural fiber dusting brush. I really like the natural fibers. They don't wear down as quickly as a lot of the synthetics. More importantly too, as these wear, they don't sharpen. A lot of synthetics, the bristles will actually sharpen and they can scratch things as they wear out, whereas natural fibers don't. This slides right off, so if you're cleaning a surface where you don't want brushes, you can pop these right off and you have just that hard surface right there. Something notable about this series, Riccar's been doing this for a long time. Their crevice tool is actually about twice the size of most crevice tools. This is super handy when you're trying to get, on the edge of the fridge, underneath the refrigerator. It's just a really handy thing that they made the choice to go twice as long as what most of them are. Now to the most important part, how the machine actually performs. I'm going to use Kapok here. This is a natural fiber that is very similar to pet hair and how sticky it is. It sticks to everything. And it's stringy, so it wraps around stuff. It's a really good demonstration tool. And I know this machine pretty well, so I'm going to put a lot down because I know exactly what's going to happen. These are very difficult machines to clog. I love how these machines feel. So I'm going to put some rice down. We use this to kind of test the agitation that the machine has. It's really easy to visualize with rice. Rice is actually a little tough for a lot of vacuums to pick up. It's a larger particle and it's rather heavy. So a lot of machines will leave a lot of rice behind in this testing. And you can see as we get up close to it, you can see a few inches away we're already getting agitation. Rice is really handy because it's easy to see, and what we're looking for here is the effect that the brush roller has, the vibration it has that helps to break up heavier debris that sinks into the soil. You can actually see there's some sand actually that was previously in this carpet from another demo that it's actually starting to kick up. So excellent agitation on this machine, really good value for what it is. We're really excited to see this come back into Riccar's product line. It's going to be an important tool for us to continue to pursue our mission of keeping vacuum cleaners out of landfills. It's a very good performing machine. It's easy to repair. Parts are inexpensive, super easy to maintain. I'm really happy to see it coming in. If you're looking for more performance testing, we're going to do a second series of videos where we're going to do some performance testing against some other machines, do a few different comparisons. Even better, this is a product that's going to be in just about every Riccar dealer in the coming weeks. So you can go in your local Riccar dealer, try it out yourself. By the time you see this video, in a couple days, we're going to be getting our regular shipment. So you can come in, you can try it out, and you can go home with one.